Okay, I get like 10 minutes and I want to list this PSA order that I got today. So let's try to do this as fast as possible. Now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to download this CSV of results. And the key thing here is PSA has already done a lot of the work for me. And so why would I remake all that information? But I'm just going to take what they've done for me already. So they've done the card characteristics, and you can see here I got that file name ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and run this file. It's going to copy the results to the clipboard because I have to get these in a format that my eBay upload software will understand. So you can see here, hey, we just got all that information good to go. Next thing I'm going to do the images. Why should I take scans of everything when PSA has done this for me? Now, the unfortunate thing is this is mildly annoying. I haven't figured out a quicker way to do this, but I got to go into the app and one by one. Thankfully, this is just an 8-card order, but I'm going to go ahead and start saving these images. Just going to do the front and back. It's also very important to do this in the order that PSA has them in the report, which will match the CSV that I just ripped and inferred and got into my eBay hits lister template. So, pardon me, this is the time saver, but you can only imagine how taking all these scans yourself would be. And it's very important when thinking about uploading to eBay that you get the certification number right, because that's going to have the automated population report, which I think is a pretty nifty feature. It's somewhat new to eBay, but once you get that certification number tied in there on the listing, you can actually just click and see the total population of grades. And so I'll go to my little Photos app here. Let's see if everything popped up. We got 1, Kershaw, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Heck yeah, that's awesome. So I wish we could pull these from the website, but I haven't found a way to do that. But let me know if you do. At this point, this is just how things happen when you're trying to move fast. But I got to update my cloud application. Looks like we're good there. So I'll go back, and this is just to get the images on my laptop. And so you can see here, I'm going to have all these images popping up. Well, there should be 16 of them. Let's go ahead, uncheck that. Awesome. And the unfortunate thing here is look at these dang file names. That's mildly annoying. There are no sequence whatsoever. And of course, I got to extract all and unzip these. So I'll go ahead and do that. But the next task I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go through these and rename all of these because we need these to match the order of that report. Well, I could do that one by one. Wouldn't be the worst chore in the world for just 8 cards, front and back, so 16 total images. But I may as well rename them by creation time. Let's do that because I downloaded these in the right order. So it should be a way to loop through these and just say, hey, when were they updated? I'm going to call this, I don't know, PSA June 2025. Why not? And go ahead and run this. And this should rename everything in the proper order. Let's see if it did that. No, it did not. And this is just one bug I'm going to try to work out. But we'll go ahead and go back to my cloud service. I'm going to download these. I know for a fact that I downloaded these in the proper order, so that should not be the problem, but unfortunately I haven't exactly figured out why it sometimes pops up. But that's why we're doing a live demo, just to show what you deal with when you're trying to do this stuff. And again, still faster than me taking my own scans with my own scanner or a camera phone, which is even more annoying. So I will copy those if they ever go through. Heck, maybe let's not copy them. Let's actually just move them. That could be maybe the issue, to know for next time. All right, let's see if this does the trick. Come on, big money. I'm going to wait a second. Hey, look at that. Kershaw, Votto, Scherzer, Trout, and Goldschmidt and Altuve. So that is in exactly the order I want. So very good. We're going to go back here to our hits lister software. This image number field, we're going to +2 because this is the starting image for each of these. We're going to go down there. We're going to say format fixed price. These are tied to my eBay business policies for shipping, returns, and payments. So I can just drag and drop there. The product we're actually going to have to get a little bit interesting on because technically we're going to call this tops. That's great. TU. That's fine. So this has a little bit of nuance to it. You have to kind of know how to use the software, but I talk about that in other videos, so not the point of today. And you can see a couple parsing errors here, like Schmidt Gold. Well, we know this is Paul Goldschmidt. Altuve, it got the card numbers. All of those looks good. That's awesome. Every single one of these is a rookie card, so I can just drag and drop there. And these last two are going to be golds. Serial number, can't forget about that. Only these last two are serial numbered, but hey, PSA did most of the work for me. Awesome. I've already done research on pricing here, and so I don't have to spend too much time on this. If you watch my last video with the PSA grade reveal, this is the spot where I'm kind of listing higher than I think these are worth, and that's because some of these I don't want to sell. In fact, many of them I don't, but if someone bought them at these prices, I wouldn't be crazy upset. Last thing I need to do here is to put the teams in. That is not in the PSA information, so got to add those. Now, let's go ahead and add the background color to these images. I think that's just a really flashy, cool thing to do. So you can see here, this is the prefix that we got in front of all these images. Hopefully you can hear me over the sound of my little baby's toy in the background as he plays before night-night. But I'm going to go ahead and add the background color to all of these based on the team that they play for that I just put in that cell. So let's see here. Should start working quickly. And the issue here, because I'm the only one using this, the only one who really cares, so I just forgot to change the file extension from what my default scanner settings are. So coming here, this should work. It should pull all the files, and boom, here we go. Kershaw, you can see this nice Dodger blue going in the background. So it'll go all through these. It'll pull the team name from this abbreviation, which spent just seconds typing in manually for these 8 cards, and it's adding these to the images. And these are the images that are going to get pushed to AWS and ultimately feed to my eBay listing. So while that's working, let's do a double check on all of these entries. I don't think I mentioned, but this is the SKU or custom label field. It's how I track financial performance, and everything else looking good here. All the names are spelled right. We got the teams, the years, the product, tops, updates, and highlights, and tops update. Great. Here's the card number. We got all the features. Only 2 are serial numbered. You can see the grade here, PSA with the number, the price, and the image number. And we are coming up to 10 minutes here, which was kind of my informal goal. Maybe we'll get real close to that to get all these 8 cards uploaded with all of the characteristics inputted. All right, hey, look, this code just finished up. Now we're going to go to the main listing software, and it's going to ask me what that image prefix is. And you can see, heck, I got a lot of tabs open, but this is not the prefix. In fact, it is that. That is the correct prefix. And this is getting to the point where I kind of forgot about this, but mildly annoying. Good to have. Oh, come on. Good to have for the next iteration of updates here. I actually have to have those in the abbreviation format, which is not the most, not the best, right? We want to have flexibility in terms of how we input things because, as you just saw, I forgot what it required to be. So this is good. Input check looks good. You can see this little warning. List price is below $20 and shipping mode is not ESE. That's because most of these things under $20 I want to ship with eBay standard envelope. But of course this is a slab. Does not meet the requirements, and so I got to use bubble mailer with tracking is what this abbreviation stands for, and this equates to my eBay policy for ground advantage postage. Heck yeah, check this out. We got everything in there. So now I'm going to open up my eBay site, and could have had this ready perhaps, but let's go ahead. Just waste 30 seconds waiting for eBay to load. Go to the selling tab here, and on my mobile I'll pull this up, but reports, uploads, upload template, choose file. You can go ahead and see this just updated 1 minute ago, and so I'm going to upload that to eBay. You can see it's working in the background, taking that work from PSA, all of those scans, most of that information. I had to fumble with it a little bit in the background to get things rocking and rolling, but look at that, completed and no errors, nothing failed. So we'll just scroll through these as a sanity check. We got our Jose Altuve 2011 Topps Update Gold, and hot diggity dog, look at that scan that I spent 0 time on. I'm going to go ahead and click stop here. I cost myself a few seconds, but we'll say roughly 12 minutes to get these PSA cards from today. I just unboxed them and then ate dinner and bathed the kid, and here we are. And we already got these on eBay at exactly the specs that I put in that upload template. So pretty cool. Had to do a few steps in the way. This is all stuff I could streamline, but kind of nice for, not really even planning this video at all. Just kind of clicking through things, but we're looking good. One thing to note is you see that cert number? Oh shoot, did that go through? Let's see. I hope this went through. Unhide. Heck yeah, great. So that's clutch. Just from a view perspective, I hide this because usually I'm not uploading PSA, but this actually pasted from that report. And soon here, it's not going to show up now, but we got this condition already, but the cert number is inputted, and you see this 535 for the Scherzer. So 535 there, and then that should, of course, match the label here, 535. Awesome. In a little bit, this is actually going to have the pop report tied to this listing, which is huge. Really cool. It's really helpful for things like, Mike Trout, PSA, just to show you an old listing, kind of what this looks like. This is something that is a real niche card that really no one knows about it. But this one, check PSA data. Well, what in the world? There's only one. And so even though someone may not think this card is cool, it is the only one graded by PSA. Only one. So if someone clicks on that, and again, I didn't have to type in that number. It's really annoying to type in that number. But that is something someone can click on, and it might compel him or her to buy that. So anyways, thanks for watching. I find this really valuable. Of course, it's even more valuable the more cards you get back from PSA, right? 8 is simple enough, but just the automation is a huge time saver for this type of stuff. And I don't have to go in and do these listings one by one. You can see all these fields here. It's just automated by the software, and it's basically free. I spent 15 cents last month hosting images for these things. on my AWS cloud account. So for 15 cents, a little bit of time fumbling around, but not really trying too hard. You just got 8 cards with really accurate listing details on eBay. And this is stuff that was, on my front porch today. So to go from getting it to getting these listed is huge because I don't have to wait around for that potential for revenue. Someone could go ahead and find these tonight and click the buy button. So we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching. Leave your comments if there's anything in here that you found confusing. I was trying to go fast. Could have gone even a little faster, but with that, because I'm trying to go fast, always miss a few explanation points here and there. So we'd love to hear your thoughts. Please drop them in the comments and subscribe if you like content like this. Thank you very much.